Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman.
Funny you mention that. First on our agenda tonight is the board reorganization. How's our clerk doing?
Great, I'd like to stay on as clerk.
Excellent.
I'll second that self-nomination. How's that go?
All right. I'm willing to stay as chairman unless someone else would like to take over.
I will happily
All right.
vote for that.
So then there isn't a reorganization.
We just did it.
It looks very similar.
The org structure's
The org chart is the same.
We'll entertain a motion to reorganize our board into the same organization it was before.
I will make that motion to make no changes to the board, the roles on the board.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, let's get down to business.
All right, I'm gonna throw this away.
To all interested inhabitants of the town of Sutton, in accordance with the provisions of Mass General Law, Chapter 48, Section 11, the Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing at the Sutton Town Hall on August 1st, 2019, at 7 p.m. on the petition of John and Emily Crane. The petitioners request a special permit, Section 7A2, as it pertains to 1C2D of the town's zoning bylaws for the extension of a non-conforming structure. The property that is the subject of this petition is located at 40 Maple Lane, as shown on Assessor's Map number 15, parcel number 30. The property is located in the R1 Residential Zoning District. A copy of the petition may be inspected during normal office hours in the town clerk's office, located in the town hall. Any person interested or wishing to be heard on this variance petition should appear at the time and place designated. Daniel Petrelli, Board of Appeals Clerk. Welcome this evening. If you could just state your name for the record.
I'm John Crane.
Emily Crane.
And if you could just tell us a little bit about your request.
We have a sunroom off the back of the house on the lakeside that is rotting into the ground. And one of the reasons it's rotting into the ground is because it was just poorly conceived, it doesn't drain water well. So in order to make it drain water properly, I need to add a second floor to it. And I need to square it from the trapezoid shape that it is now. And that'll allow me to join the roof properly to the house, and I'll have to put a frost wall underneath it. And the idea is to keep these close to the same footprint as I possibly can.
Okay.
Ready for questions, Mr. Chairman?
I'm ready if you're ready.
All right. Welcome. What is the distance from the main house that the current sunroom comes out from the house?
How far does the sunroof come away from that main house?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find out.
About 8 feet.
Okay, so it is pretty much the same, because
Yes.
your drawing depicts
8.5.
8.5, or
Yeah.
8 and 5 inches. Okay.
Does this increase the highest point in the house at all?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. See here, like, this goes here, and then this is the roof, and then the second part has an even higher roof, so this
Yes.
is nowhere near adding to the height.
Right.
Sounds good.
Yep.
So the change in addition adds, I think, 19 square feet. Does it change the closest point from you to the water at all?
It does not.
It does not, okay.
far would you say the house to the right, as you look at it from your driveway, how far is that house? I drove by there this afternoon. That was me in your driveway. But it looks like there are plenty of trees in between the neighbor's house? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Seems pretty good. Is there anyone here who would like to speak for or against this petition this evening? I don't see anyone. Board have any more questions? Does anyone feel as though we need a site visit, or
I do not.
I Google Earthed it? All right, any more questions? All right. When there's no other questions, I'll entertain a motion to close the hearing.
We'll make that motion to close the hearing.
Wait a second on that.
Second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We'll do a work session in a little bit, and if you wanna check in with Lynn, she'll let you know, or if you wanna hang out here, you're more than welcome.
Great.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you very much. All right. Come on up. I'll entertain a motion to reopen the Manchog Trust hearing. George Fenari, trustee.
Well, I'll make that motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Welcome back, gentlemen.
Hi, how are you?
These were copies. I have one large copy here, and I can give you that. That's all.
This multiple copies, or should I? Sure.
I guess I have a question. Did you guys have any changes as a result of the planning board?
We did receive a comment letter from the planning board, and we have addressed comments for it. I'm not sure if that comment letter was forwarded over to you, but I can make sure it was, if it needs to be. And then as of right now, we'll be meeting with the planning board on the next Monday, the 5th, in order to get everything approved for that one.
Alright.
As of today, we did receive a comment letter back from Graves Engineering on their review and their end, and they have no more issues with what we were showing on the plans. The only request that they have is just the fire department does a test run through the site.
Okay. We did conduct a site visit on the 16th as planned, and we didn't find anything. Looked good to us.
I agree.
Does the board have any more questions for the applicant?
We received some documents that sort of address the legal issues and sort of show us that they're not really germane to this hearing, and maybe not even for the other one, for the restaurant usage, so it seems good. We got heard back from council, so.
All right. If there's no other questions, I'll entertain a motion to close the hearing.
I'll motion to close the hearing.
Second on that.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, we'll do a work session in a little bit, and let you know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming back.
Thank you.
No, I think this has been, the board talking about.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
No problem.
Don't need anything from that.
So in our general business this evening, Lynn put together some packages for us regarding the schedule of fees that we charge and also surrounding towns. So if everyone has a chance, we'll take a look at these, and I think Lynn was gonna prepare a spreadsheet just to kinda compare all those together, and
That would be
next
helpful.
meeting, we
Yep.
could
Take a look at these.
take a look and see where we stack up against everybody else, and if we
Okay.
need to make some changes, we can look into that.
Okay.
Also, we have minutes, from last month that Lynn wasn't able to complete, so we'll just, I'd entertain a motion that we move our approval of the minutes until next month's meeting.
Make a motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, if we, I'll entertain a motion to open up a work session on, you wanna tackle the Manchog Trust one first?
Sure.
All right,
So I'll make that motion.
Second.
all right, we
Aye.
get a motion in a second. The applicant is requesting a special permit to allow the third apartment in this multifamily dwelling. They are allowed two by right, and he's looking for permission to add a third apartment to that property.
I'll make a motion to approve the special permit to permit a multifamily dwelling use in the village district.
Second that motion for the special use for the third apartment.
All right, do we have a checklist we can go through,
We do.
make sure we're hitting all our criteria?
Appropriateness of the specific site as a location for the use.
Sure.
Surrounded by multifamilies.
Right,
Mhm.
multifamily, and so far they look like they're doing a great job rehabbing it.
Mhm.
Excellent use for the property, seems set up well for a third apartment, so.
Number two, adequacy of public sewage and water systems.
Served by public sewer and
Yeah,
water,
so
right?
look sewer and water, so.
Effect of the developed use on the neighborhood.
It's only gonna improve it.
And
Mhm.
previously mentioned, it's surrounded by multifamily, so.
Even so, I think there's a pretty substantial buffer too. I mean, it's like,
Mm.
you could see, I think, one other building from that property, so
Right.
it's pretty wooded.
Yep, good
Whether
point.
there will be undue nuisance or serious hazard to vehicles or pedestrians.
I don't see that.
No.
I don't think so.
Whether the adequate and appropriate facilities will be provided to ensure the proper operation of the proposed use, structure, or condition.
From the looks of the site plan, they've got that covered as well.
Right. And I think we need to keep in mind that the application is for the third apartment, not for the restaurant or
Yeah.
anything else. So it's
Anything else.
really just that, for that third apartment, and I think
Correct.
they've covered everything that we have on our list.
I would agree.
Yeah.
All right, so we had a motion and a second, appear to meet the criteria. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. All right, I'll entertain a motion to open a work session on the hearing of John and Emily Crane.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second the motion on 40 Maple Lane.
All those in favor?
Aye.
The petitioners are requesting a special permit to allow the extension of a non-conforming structure. Anyone like to make a motion on this
I'll
request?
make a motion to approve the application.
I'll second that motion.
All right, we have some discussion. The changes seem minor.
Gonna say, it's a pretty small ask, I think. They're not even really extending the footprint very much.
What'd you say, like 9 square feet or something like
Yeah.
that? So,
It's actually impressive that they're staying, so.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right, they're pretty modest,
Yep.
the lakefront.
Doesn't extend the height at all. Doesn't bring it closer to the water. Seems good.
Good set of plans, good.
Mm-hmm.
All the information we needed. All right, we want to,
Seemed like it would improve the appearance from the lake too. I wasn't able to see it from there, but.
Yeah, that's a good point.
check that out on that guy. All right, we wanna run down our checklist again to see if this meets our criteria?
We really ought to have like a ZBA vote, so when there is a waterfront one.
Well, hey, we're looking at the fee rescheduling, I mean,
Right.
we can probably incorporate that in.
Money in the budget. Number one, appropriateness of the specific site as a location for the use.
Yes,
Yes.
very
Yeah.
appropriate.
Adequacy of public sewage and water systems.
Yep.
They're not adding any living
Not
space.
adding any
or-
bedrooms,
No
right.
bedrooms or anything like that,
Right,
nope.
No.
Effective to develop use on the neighborhood.
Probably positive.
Yep, I
Yeah.
would say that's
It's a
positive.
reno.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
if any, yeah.
replace something.
Will there be any undue nuisance or serious hazard to vehicles or pedestrians?
Doesn't seem like it.
No.
Nope.
Whether adequate and appropriate facilities will be provided to ensure proper operation of the proposed use, structure, or condition.
Meets that.
Say so.
Seems good.
All right.
Business.
We had a motion and a second, and it appears to meet all the criteria. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it again. That covers this evening's business. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion to adjourn this meeting.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
See you next month.